All right, so welcome back, TWT members, and again, thank you guys for being a part of this program that we actually have, the streaming program. It's actually a pretty nice program to be a part of, and we are always making changes, always trying to make everything better, and we just wanted to show you guys actually what we're actually doing. Right now, you actually see we have a few changes that we actually have right now. Right now, you'll see the dots. You see the dots here, dots here, dots here. And actually, the dots, what the dots mean, the dots are pretty much the white arrow. Remember the white arrow that we had? We had the white arrow in there. The white arrow is actually now a dot. And the only reason why we did it as a dot is because the white arrow, if you remember from last week, does repaint. That's pretty much the only arrow that we actually have that does repaint. So the white arrow now paints as a dot, and now this dot does not go away. So once we have a dot, we get to manage it a little bit better when we have the dot. And so what's the whole idea of the dot or the white arrow? Now remember before we were actually doing white arrow in the blue area. If the white arrow is in the blue area, like here at the top, then we short. If the white arrow or white dot is in this blue area down here, then we actually go long. All right, and we actually take those trades for an hour. So nothing's really changed in that aspect, but we do have something else, and I don't know if this was actually in Ken's video, but this actually is a another box that we actually have. So a gray box area, and what we want to see is we want to see just like this. We want to see a dot in a gray box area and take that trade for an hour. Here's another dot in the gray box area and then take that trade for an hour. So that's what we're looking at to play around with. We're hoping that we actually find some good success with the gray box areas. We actually played them on Friday and actually had a really good turnout on the gray boxes. So really, really good area on the gray boxes. Now what you see here, this is another change. And actually all the other charts will actually show just like this. Well, not all the other charts, but all these charts will actually show just like this. I'm going to get rid of this trend right here because it's not really helping us. But what you see here is this is how you can actually confirm one of these trades in the gray boxes and also in the blue area. This is going to be our replacement for RSI for right now, until we find out to make sure how it works. Notice that notice that when it's actually down here in this area, it's actually oversold. And then when it's over here in this area, it's actually overbought. But we only want to see that when we have a dot and we also have a gray, when one of those gray boxes appears. So if you have this that shows there, and then you have the dot, then you take that trade for an hour. So here we go again. We have a dot. It's not really oversold. I mean, it's there on the 5. I mean, I would like to see it a little bit more higher and actually to take that. So, that's what we want to see. And then you take the trade for an hour. And then again, if there's 20 minutes left till expiration, that's fine. You can take that too. Now, what you're going to see next for the U.S. trading session, U.S. trading session will not have all of these arrows, but of course, it'll stay for the 5-minute binaries on these 4, but there'll be 9 charts that you're going to see. Some with one with oil, one with US 500, Wall Street 30. So you'll see all of these charts, and I want to see how the US 500 Wall Street 30 will work on this 5-minute chart, but it will only have the blue box, the green box, the gray box, and it will have the blue line, or not the blue line, but the blue channel. So that's all you're going to see. And of course, those are going to be hourly trades. But of course, with US 500 and Wall Street 30, we could trade 20-minute binaries as well. So I want to see how those actually operate. And we're going to do it the same way. Gray box, take it for the current 20-minute binaries. Just the same way. So I just want to see how those are going to react. I couldn't do any testings on it, so I'm hoping that tomorrow I can actually do the testing on it. So remember, now with the arrows that you see now, just for testing right now, all of the yellow arrows are going to be the strongest arrow. It's even stronger if there's another arrow behind it. So you see this yellow arrow here, and you have a red arrow. That's a strong one to take. Now the yellow arrow will be the one that paints first. And just off the bat, the yellow arrow is the strongest trade, but even better when you actually have the green arrow to go with it. Now, if you have two arrows on either end, just like this right here, that's a no trade. Don't take that trade. Even though this trade actually did win, it's still a no trade. But you want to take the yellow arrows, and they do work. Here's the yellow arrow up, and then the red arrow down. So that's a no trade. Now you can also wait. You don't have to take these trades right at the first 5 minute. Once the first 5 minutes starts, you can always wait 2 minutes into the trade if you want to and take the trade. Now, of course, we're always looking for the middle strike. And if you see you can actually get in at other strikes other than the middle strike, then that's fine too. Test that out. But definitely demo test this new layout. Hopefully, we will only have it for Monday, and then after that, it'll be the official chart. So just testing this out right now. Hopefully, everything works out for the better. And actually, let's see here. Just off yellow arrow alone. All right. So here's a yellow arrow here. There's one, two. That's two trades. Win. Don't see anything there. Three, four. This one lost. This one was a no trade. There's a winner. There's a winner. There's a winner. So yellow arrows, really good. There's a winner. 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 Chicken dinner. Winner. Well, this one is a no trade. You got two. I'm sorry, and it wasn't a winner, but this one is a no trade. Winner. 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 Loser here. I see a yellow arrow up in there. It's actually covered up. But what I might do is I might expand the yellow arrow to actually be a little bit bigger. But I mean, I probably don't need to. So, I mean, that's the new update that you actually see. And I mean, if you have any questions, definitely let us know because we're always trying to make these arrows better, better, and better. All right, guys. Thanks again.